Hey, you guys, we are back to do Family or Fiancé. This right here was a whole differentness than what we were used to. I don't know what angle they coming with, but yeah, this took a turn for the worse.
But this was the real.
Yeah, it was.
It was real.
All right, you guys, so let's get into it. LY.
What's up, KOED family? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
All right. This channel is all about, I forgot to say out the title once again, but here we go. This is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, and tonight we're going to be reviewing Family or Fiancé. And all joking aside, to me, this episode was kind of troublesome. You know, and anyway, go ahead, baby.
So if you hadn't subscribed to this amazing channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. And on all social media sites, you guys, comment down below. So I'm wearing, if you didn't watch the previous video, I am wearing Goddess.
Oh, no, you said Smackalicious. Smackalicious.
This ain't no hood lip gloss.
God, Smackalicious gotta be hood, man.
That's a hood. I mean, like Smackalicious lip gloss. Anyway, so I'm wearing Goddess, and it is from the Lip Bar. So if you want to purchase makeup from them, like I said, I'm wearing that. I've been wearing that eyeliner and this mascara all day, and they haven't smudged or went nowhere. I took a nap and everything. So, yeah, you can go down into the description below, go to my affiliate website, and you can purchase it, and you get a discount if you put in KOED fam. KOED fam, yeah. One time I said KOED wear. I'm sorry, y'all. I talk too fast sometimes.
Yeah,
KOED fam. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So,
oh, man.
It's the couple is Victor, which is 55 years old, and Katasha. So we're just gonna call her Tasha throughout this because I never heard Katasha. So if your name Katasha, no, I've just never heard of it. So yeah, she's 25. She says she likes to date older men. Baby, you just 25. You met the man when you was 19. So how old though? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even begun to live yet. So and for him, he's been married 3 times.
Man, I see why.
Yeah.
I see why.
They met 6 years ago when she was 19 and he was 49. She was a cashier. He used to come in her store. He said he used to buy a bunch of bread because he liked her. Now, let me tell you something. Sometimes people will prey on older men sometimes prey on these young girls, and that's what he saw. That's what he saw, a young girl. So, yeah, he preyed on her. He has 3 children, 33, 28, and 27. You want to say something, babe?
No, go ahead.
He said that at the time that he met her, he was married. He was married, but it wasn't serious. Tracy said all marriages are serious. Who says that?
Yeah, but he said he wasn't serious. And I don't know, that dude has some issues.
And so he moved his girlfriend in the married house with him and his wife. For those that don't watch this, him and his wife. But he told his wife this is just a young lady that needed a place to stay. So she didn't think that him and the girlfriend were together. Him and the wife were still together. They fooled around when the wife left the house. And then once they told the wife the truth, he said, I'm getting a divorce. I don't want to be with you no more. So now the wife is in the other room, and now the girl is in the bed with where the wife used to be. And this is on television.
Yeah.
You got nothing to say, baby?
Man, now, why would I say something about somebody like that, man? I can't even imagine doing something like that. So that to me is nothing but chaos. You know, how can a grown man, a grown older man, basically like I say, prey on this teenager, move her in the house with his wife, lie to his wife? So if he lied to his wife, who say he lied to the young lady? You know what I'm saying? And tell his wife that he don't want to be with her no more, and they swap roles with she swapped roles with a young lady. You know, that whole situation is straight up
trash.
Toxic. Okay, trash. Okay, trash.
Toxic trash.
Okay, TT. Because man, it hurts my heart, man. To see that.
He said that he's never been in love before, and they have had a lot of issues because they have broken up from time to time because she finding out that he cheating.
Wow.
He said that he don't be cheating because they were in the relationship. Like, she would get mad and she was like, well, we done, it's over. So he would, like the last episode we talked about that dude, he would go and say, okay, it's over, I'm gonna go out here and find somebody or whatever. So he said technically it wasn't cheating. She said later on, she said the only reason we was breaking up and arguing because I found text messages or phone calls from a girl or something. So it's because of your cheating, and now you saying you wasn't cheating, and now she said I'm done, and anyway, he was cheating basically. No, ain't no way you can put that. He was cheating. And then Tracy asked, well, sometimes when you left, did you go back to your ex-wife? He said yeah. She said yeah. He said no. She said yeah, he would go back to her.
Well, the way I look at it, once again, I'm going to say this one more time. When you are arguing with one another and your woman said, I'm done, she can be saying that out of anger and frustration. So that don't give you the right to go out there and sleep with another woman real quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a month go by, 2 months, and you don't hear from one another, okay, yeah, it's over with. It's done, And, but his situation wasn't like that. Mm-mm. Apparently, he was contacting women while they was together. Mm-hmm. But he knew what he was doing. That's why he got this young girl. She's naive, she's vulnerable, and he used that. And he can go out there and do it. Whatever he wants to do, he knows she's going to take him back. That's why.
So she is bringing her stepmom, her cousin, and her best friend. He bring his best friend's son and stepdaughter. So she will be talking to his family, and she'll be doing a relationship timeline with him. They'll be doing 20 questions with her family. So let's see. It was said that they have some deep trust issues, some deep-rooted trust issues, and they're always arguing, and they break up and get back together again. That's what one of their family and friends said.
Man, these people shouldn't even get married. They shouldn't even sniff a relationship. They should. Matter of fact, they should just lose each other number and don't even come in contact with one another. But as we get to the end, you're going to find out what happened. One
of the friends, I think it was her friend, you laughed at this part when she said that, you sure you want to be with him because you have to bury him.
I said, that friend, she took it to a deep, dark place, man. Geez, I didn't think about that. But she do have a valid point because it's 30 years difference?
Wow.
Yeah, so when the young lady is like 45, this dude's gonna be, is it 30 years?
Yeah, she's 25, he's 55.
Yeah, okay, so when she's 45, he's gonna be 75. Mm-hmm. And I said, man, what a 45-year-old woman gonna do with a 75-year-old man? She gonna be strolling, he's gonna be his little, wheelchair, she gonna wheel him into the restaurant. Hey, that's your granddad? No, that's my husband. Come on, then like you said, you gotta take care of this man. You know what I'm saying?
What they say, they go wipe his butt.
Yeah, but she going to school for nursing for that, so that's all to the good. That's taken care of.
Well, I guess that's probably why she going, to take care of him. The question was asked that he don't have a good relationship with his kids. They was asking him that, and he said the reason he don't have a good relationship with his kids because he used to be on drugs.
See, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? So the guy been married 3 times already. So what's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Why so many marriages? So I don't know.
his friends asked her, is she, pretty much looking at him as a father figure? And she said, well, I don't think so, but maybe, but, I do look at him as a father. So funny. And that girl, his daughter, just bust out, stepdaughter, but daughter, just bust out and started laughing, like.
You look at him as a father, and he looks at you like a daughter.
That's what she's
because, you younger than the stepdaughter.
Yeah. So, let's see. So Tasha get mad at the stepdaughter and have an arguing with her, and she felt like, she disrespecting her. She was out of line. And she said, girl, now do what Tasha said now. I don't know. Tasha wig is probably about right here, forehead. She told that other girl that she would knock her nice, perfect, put in place wig off of her head. And I'm just saying, why would you do that unless you knock it off of her head to put it on yours? Because it'd be right there, because right now it's back there.
Oh, we started back there.
And it was about right there, and she had the part and stuff like that. So,
I'm saying, I know she young, but she should have some friends. So, hey,
yeah. Her stepmama, her wig was in place.
Yeah, come on, put a wig right here.
Yeah, push it. Or if it's a sew-in, you know what I'm saying? Because, when you wear wigs and weaves so much, that's why I try not to, because I really want to conserve my edges, because the older you get, they say your hair thins. But yeah, so if you can't wear if you done took all your edges and stuff out from wigs, they got the way you can put the glue right there and put it right there and put it in place.
I'll pull a band, like one of the little ribbon bands,
that's
right?
True too. Yeah, because anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah,
more important things going on in this show.
We'll have to do that on a beauty show one day. So anyway, I'm just talking. But so they at dinner, and they having a conversation around dinner, and Tasha was saying that they do have trust issues, and that's when she was exposing to him, about the cheating and all that stuff, whatever. He was like, no, that's not true. So the stepmom and Tasha were talking outside, because it got a little heated again with the stepdaughter and Tasha, and she felt disrespected, and Tasha, she got to flip it at the mouth, and what's his name, he had to come and get her because she was going off with the stepdaughter and stuff like that. She said she felt like they was laughing at her, or they just think
Victor.
Think that his kids think that she with him for money. I'm saying, what money he got? I ain't never heard him say that. Where you work at?
Well, I think the stepdaughter and Tasha. Was it stepdaughter or Tasha?
Stepdaughter.
Okay, stepdaughter and Tasha. They kind of reconciled, and they made up.
Yeah, they
and
did.
Apologize for one another.
So the stepmom was talking to Tasha, which her name is Casey, I think. She was asking her, was there any physical kind of abuse that took place and everything? And so she said that she said it really was, but she didn't. He said, don't you be going down there and telling our business, so don't you tell that part, because he really didn't want to do this show. And so I guess
she wanted to see. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, she wanted to do this show because apparently she was too scared to go to the police with this, in my opinion. Okay, so by doing this show, it was the way to kind of clear the air and let people know what was really going on. And so she told her stepmom what happened, and she just started crying.
Yeah.
Right.
And Casey, which is the stepmom, was talking to Tracy, so she was like, you know what? I've been in this situation. Let me talk to Tracy and tell her what's going on. So she told her what's going on, and she said that and she told Tracy how she got through it, because she had her personal situation. I don't even know what her dad is. So if she's the stepmom, that means she had to be with his daddy. So was his daddy the one that was abusing her? So I don't know. But anyway, so she said that and maybe she not. Maybe she with her.
Maybe she with her dad now.
Maybe. But she said she talked to her dad every now and then.
Yeah, so she had to leave the guy that did that to her.
Because she was in the hospital.
Yeah, he's older. He was older than her by 8 or 9 years. And I guess he beat her to the point she was in a coma for a week, and when she got out, she couldn't walk or anything. Yeah, so she had to you know what? When she got better, she said she knew she had to leave the guy. That's what she did.
She knew God was saying you got to leave.
And I hate that women had to get to that point to leave in an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Dead.
Yeah. I think, me personally, when a woman get hit the first time, she should leave. Or if she feel like she's in danger, she should leave. And I see a lot of women, they just stick around, and a lot of them end up worse than Casey. So that's why I said this episode, like, ugh.
And so she also said that Kate, Tasha, the daughter, the bride to be, she saw her grow up. She grew up with a lot of that around her, and she seen her go through that. So maybe she thought it was okay. She seen her go through it, but she got out of it, and now she's in a healthy relationship with somebody else. So Tracy was sitting them down. She brought them back in there, and she was talking to them, and Tracy told them, basically what Casey had said. And so at that point, what's her name? Victor looked at
Victor
Tasha like he was finna hurt her.
Yeah, so that right, the way he looked at her, I got to what Tasha saying was true, because he gave a look like, who told you to tell her, or who told on me, or something like that. And you can see the fear in Tasha's eyes. And when Tracy asked Tasha, "Do you want to speak about it?" she said, "No, I don't want to talk about it." She didn't want to talk about it in front of him. Right. So that right there told me a lot about the situation.
And he said, I want to know what was said. She said, well, do you want to know, like, are you concerned or do you want to change? He was like, I want to know what was said. And he looked at her like.
So, but
his whole claim is that y'all think it's her, y'all think it's me, it's really her. She do a lot of the physical and stuff like that or whatever.
Okay, if it was her, then you leave then, dude.
That's
you
right.
leave, okay? Because I've been in that position before, you know what I'm saying? I've been mentally and physically abused by a woman, and
it was not me.
No, it wasn't her. Me. It was before her. And I had to leave, you know what I'm saying? Because I never in my life raised my hand to hit a woman, okay? Never did. But, when a woman feel like you're not going to hit her, she feels like that gives her the more courage to raise her hand at you as a man, being a man, raise her hand at the man, because she knows the man's not going to hit her back. So I've been in that position before, and so sometimes you just got, being a man, men do get abused too. So so you just got to get the courage and leave. So
she starts to cry, and at that point, we was expecting the dude to walk through the door over there because of the way the camera was angled. So walk through the doors. I mean, I told you not to tell.
And the reason why we thought that, because how he looked at her when she first brought it up, So we didn't put it past him from just busting through the door and just confronting her and Tracy about it.
Yep. She said that she tired of living a lie. She just wants the truth to be told. And at that moment, Tracy was consoling her. And, she was crying. I said, ooh, they got the pandemic going on. I guess Tracy wanted to keep her 6 feet, honey. But she did get close to her and console her. But she did get her stepmom, Kelsey or Casey, one of them.
I think Casey.
She did get her to come in there, and so to talk to her and everything. So she was talking to her and just basically saying, baby, I done been through that, and you need to, leave.
Well, yeah, and she said, was Casey, you say? Casey said, you can come stay with me. I got a room for you. We got, then Tracy said, you got a support system and whatnot. And she said, yeah, but I still want to be with him. See, that's the scary part.
It is.
That's the scary part. You're being abused, but you still want to be with the abuser, man.
Right. So,
I'm sorry, but I wanted to say this. This whole situation, to me, had an R. Kelly vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, he just brainwashed this child, and it's like she can't live without this guy.
Right. So the stepmom, she cries, and like on their confessional, the 3 people sitting in the chair talking. So she was just saying, I just, I hate to see her like this. And so she was like, you not her savior. Like, dude, she said she just broke down and cried. It really, at that point I started crying because it was sad. It really and truly it was sad. So the family, they said they're gonna do something different. So they decided to do the couples come in, because Tracy was like, we're not going to do a blessing ceremony.
I will hope not. I will hope not.
Because we see y'all need some help. So y'all not ready to get married, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to do something different. So Tracy came in. The couples came in, but Tracy sat in the middle and they was on the end and everybody came in. And so she said, we never done this before, but basically we want to encourage or ask y'all to do 30 days
no contact
and therapy.
Yeah, and if you do come in contact with one another within those 30 days, start over another 30 days, and I don't think it lasted a week.
So at the end, what?
At the end, you know, Tracy told them what they needed to do, tried to get therapy because she still wanted to be with the guy. So at the end, they get home, cause he said when we get home we're gonna have to have a talk.
That's what he said.
So when he said that scared me. I was like, oh man, I feel for this chick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm real scared for this chick because the way he said it. So when they got back home, they talked apparently and went to the courthouse and got married in a way. And you know, when she got married, she hadn't spoke to cases since she'd been back home. And like you said, you feel like that he's keeping her away from her family, so he can control her.
Yep. She hadn't talked to none of her friends and family since, you know, they got married. And he rushed and married her so that he can really put more control on her.
Yeah, it's a control thing, and
it's sad because at the end, before they got ready to leave or whatever, he was trying to defend himself and saying, y'all just saying it's just me that's being, but it's you know, her too. So he wanted to kind of go toe to toe with Tracy. So Tracy was like, well, look, we're not gonna argue, we're not gonna do this.
And what he was trying to do, he was trying to deflect. And what he's trying to say is that, even though I do hit her, she hit me back. But she probably hitting you back trying to defend herself. So, but he trying to use that as like she hit me also, you know. But you're a grown man, a 55-year-old man, and you beat on a 25-year-old girl. Okay, you 30 years her senior. And but like you said, he rushed home, married her. Now he got all the control he wants over this child now.
Yep. So, but yeah, it's so sad. So, you know, I don't know if, you know, she'll ever get out of that, but I pray she do. And if you watch this, baby girl, I pray you get out, you know.
Yeah.
And you can always say that it wasn't as bad as we seen, but yeah, we saw him for ourselves. We didn't know that much about him, but we saw his gestures and his attitude and everything. And
now where's that chick that be in the comments said she can read body languages? That's what we need her right now, because because you can read his body language. Tell him, or you can tell what he's all about.
Yep. So on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's been a very long day. Forgive us if it was dragging a little bit, but we had a long day today. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And we'll see you in the next video. Deuces.